First, I will be going over what this presentation covers. I will start off by talking about what Grammarly is, then moving on to what Grammarly is used for, then the benefits of Grammarly, and fourth, how to download Grammarly, including both on a Mac and Windows. Then I will be talking about how to actually use Grammarly, then Grammarly Premium, and I will end off with a short live demonstration and also provide you with some other helpful resources. To start off, what is Grammarly? Grammarly is a technology company that offers a digital writing assistance tool. The tool corrects grammatical errors and makes your writing style clear and easy to read. Now you might be wondering, what is Grammarly actually used for? Well, Grammarly can be used in any form of writing, including personal and professional. Many people find Grammarly useful when writing emails, creating lists, filling out applications or forms, as well as in creative writing and assignments. Here are some benefits of Grammarly. Firstly, Grammarly improves your written communication. It also helps your own personal writing accuracy. It helps you to reduce the amount of time spent rereading and editing your writing. How to download Grammarly? Grammarly is a web browser extension which works best with Google Chrome. As well, it is also a desktop and mobile application. An important note is that Safari no longer supports the most recent version of Grammarly. So if you are using Safari as your web browser, you must use the desktop application in order to use the services while you're on Safari. So if you don't want to download the application, then you can always just move to Google Chrome as your web browser or another web browser as well. Also, the desktop application is compatible with Windows 7, 8, 8.1, as well as 10, and also Mac OS 10.9 and higher. So making sure that your device fits these requirements in order to actually use Grammarly. Now I will be going over how to download Grammarly, specifically the Google Chrome extension. So the first step is to go to the Chrome Web Store, and you can either do this by searching up just Chrome Web Store in your browser, or you can click on the underlined link when you get the copy of the presentation. And then once you get to the site, you can search for Grammarly in the search bar. And this screenshot to the right here is just outlining what the search bar looks like. So look for this little search the store icon when you get to the site. The next step is to click on the first search result after you searched up Grammarly in the search bar. And this is what it looks like, the cover of the extension. So look for this image here. And then the next step is to press the blue Add to Chrome button to the right of the icon, which here is another screenshot. So this is what it looks like Grammarly for Chrome once you actually click on it and go into it. And the outline blue button is here as well. So you just click Add to Chrome. It's quite easy. The next step is to simply wait for Grammarly to download, and you will see this screen pop up on your browser. Now I will be explaining how to download Grammarly on a Mac and getting the desktop application. So the first option in order to do this is to go to the App Store, which you can find in the bottom toolbar of your desktop, and you can simply search Grammarly in the search bar. Then, once you search up Grammarly, this is the application that you want to get, so make sure it looks like this screenshot here, and then you're going to click the Get button here that is outlined in this green box. The second option for downloading the application on a Mac is to go to this link, which you will be able to click on when you get the copy of the slides, and then you can click Download Grammarly for Mac. So if you want to go to the link right now, you can simply just search up Download Grammarly for Mac in your web browser, or you can click on the link when you're able to, and then all you need to do is wait for the download to complete. Now I will be explaining how to download Grammarly as the desktop application if you have a Windows device. So again, the first option is to go to the Google Play Store and search Grammarly. So when you go to your Google Play Store, you can access it through this hyperlink as well, which will take you to the site, or you can simply go to it on your computer. And then when you search up Grammarly, it looks like this. Make sure it's the screenshot, and then all you have to do is click this install button. The second option is similar to the Mac option. You simply have to go to this link, which you can also access by searching up Download Grammarly for Windows. And then you have to just click the button, the red button in the bottom of the screenshot. So you will see it on your screen. It'll prompt you to click that button. And then you just have to wait for the download to complete. Not only are there desktop applications and web extension available, there's also the mobile keyboard app. And to get this on your tablet or smartphone, all you need to do is go to the App Store or Google Play Store on your device, depending on if you have an Apple or Android device. Then you have to search Grammarly in the search bar of the store, and then you can either click Get or Download, or whichever button it's prompting you to click to install the application. Now I will be going over more about how to actually use Grammarly. So the way to enable and disable Grammarly via the icon in the toolbar of your window. So if you want to turn it on or off, all you need to do is go to this icon and click on it. And this screenshot here at the top is simply taken from a computer that has the web extension installed, and then you just have to click on this green icon here, and then you'll be able to see this screenshot here. This is the screen that will come up. And if you want to turn it off, you just simply have to click on this slider to turn it off. So it's very easy to turn it on or off for different sites. And then you can make different specifications through all of these options in this screenshot. I will also be going over this more in the live demonstration. One thing to note is that if the platform that you are using is not compatible with Grammarly, this icon will be in the toolbar. So as you saw in the previous slide where there was the green icon, if Grammarly is not compatible with the site you're on, or it's just you can't use it for whatever you're doing, then you'll see this icon, which has a little red X to indicate that it doesn't work on the site. And then to the right here is just a zoomed in screenshot so you can see what the icon really looks like. So what are you going to use Grammarly for? Grammarly automatically appears after adding the extension or when you download the application, when you're using email, Google Docs, Microsoft Word, and social media such as Twitter and Facebook. And there are many other compatible websites such as things where you're filling out forms or applications. It really just depends on if it's compatible with the site, which you can see if it has the green icon with the red X, then you know it won't work. But most other sites where you're typing or writing will allow you to use Grammarly. An indicator that it is working is when you see a green G in the lower right corner of the text field that you're writing in. For example, to the right, you can see a screenshot. This is a screenshot of an email, and I would know that my Grammarly is turned on and functioning when I see the green icon in the bottom corner. Now, how to actually use Grammarly to correct your writing and spelling mistakes. When words are underlined in red, Grammarly has a recommendation. In order to fulfill the recommendation or see it, you simply need to click on the red underline to view it. Either you can change the word or words, add a word to your dictionary, or discard the correction. So for example, to the right is another screenshot, and this is a sentence. Somebody has written, I went to the store to buy some milk, but they have many different errors. And when you just hover or click on the red underline, it comes up with a lot of different options of how you could correct the word, or as well, if you think that the word is right, you can add it to your own personal dictionary, and even you can dismiss it as well if you don't want it to be telling you to fix it and you know that it's correct. Next, I will be talking about Grammarly Premium and its benefits. To upgrade your account to Premium, you can go to this website, or you can simply search up in your web browser again, update my Grammarly account to Premium. And Premium includes everything from free plus, sentence, tone, word choice, formality, and fluency rewrites, as well as plagiarism detection. So really Premium for Grammarly is enhancing your writing experience even more. Though the free one is very useful, there's many different other tools that you get with the premium version, and it can really help with your writing style. So if you feel like it's something that you want to invest in, it would for sure be a good idea. Now I'll be quickly going over the costs of Grammarly Premium. So you can either buy it for a monthly cost of $29.95 Canadian dollars, or you can also get some better discounts. So for example, if you get the quarterly one, it only costs $19.98 Canadian, which saves you 33%. Or you can get the annual, which costs $11.66 per month Canadian, which saves you 61%. Then there's also the option for teams, which is more for business, which costs $12.50 per month per member. So you can see this screenshot to the right outlines all the different plans available, and it tells you how much you save. So you can go to this site, which I will also be able to direct you to, and then you can update your account to whichever one suits you best. Now I will be moving on to a short live demonstration outlining a few different things. So firstly, I want to show you all about the helpful resources that I've included just to show you what they are. So when you go to this slide, you can click on each of the underlined phrases. And firstly, Grammarly support. So I included this because I felt like it was super helpful. It allows you to first, you can sign in with your account. Then you can go click on Premium if you want to update it. So this is an easy way to get to the update if you want to get the Premium. And then the main function of it is the questions. So if you have any questions, you can just type them into this box, and there's different answers that will come up. And it's really helpful because even if you have a question that you don't know if other people have had or not, you can always just check here in order to get a quick answer, and it can be very useful. As well, they have some featured articles such as problem signing in, how to cancel your subscription, the products, and contacting them. And then if you're not completely sure about what question you have or you don't know how to word it, you can simply go into one of these categories, including account basics, billing and subscription, resolving issues, about Grammarly, tips and tutorials, and then businesses and schools. So this is a very great site for any type of question that you have. And if you do need to, you can also click on this Contact Us button at the bottom, which is where you can submit a request to email them. And this is also super helpful because if you're having a question that you can't find the answer to, you can get assistance from them directly. So this is a really good site, and if you have any questions or any issues, then you can always go to this site. Then there's also Contact Grammarly, which is basically what you were able to click on at the bottom of the other site, but here is more of a brief Contact Us site. So you can visit the support page, which is where I was the last site I was on, which it basically just connects you to the other site, but it's just a different way to get onto the site. So that's also helpful. And now I'll be showing you how to actually add Grammarly to your Chrome. If your web browser is Chrome, then I'm going to show you how to add it. And if not, you can always ask another volunteer in a breakout session, or you can book a one-on-one as well if you want to add it to a different type of web browser. So here is the Chrome Web Store. All I did to access this was search up Chrome Web Store in my web browser. So you just have to simply search it up and then you'll be able to get to this page. And then from there, as you saw in the presentation in the screenshot, here is the search bar in the top left corner where you're going to want to press on it, and then you will search up Grammarly and click enter. Then, as I mentioned, the first one that comes up is Grammarly, as long as you spell it correctly. This is the correct extension that you want to be getting. So once you see this, you're just going to click on it. And because it's already added to my web browser, it says remove from Chrome. But if you don't already have it, all you would have to do is click this blue button, which would be add to Chrome. So this is just a simple way of getting the extension, and it's pretty straightforward. But you can also see some reviews here and then some other related applications as well. So I also wanted to mention, if you want to remove it from Chrome because say you're not having a good experience or it's not working properly or you just don't want it anymore, you can always come back to this Chrome Web Store and search up Grammarly again, and then click on this blue button that says remove from Chrome. And then it'll prompt you, do you want to remove it? And I don't want to, so I'll click cancel, but you can always remove it at any time. Now I will be showing you how to actually use Grammarly and a bit of it more in action. So for this, the purpose of this demonstration, I will be using Google Docs, but it is the same in the other compatible sites. It'll show up the same and it'll look the same. So first, I'm just going to type in a sentence with some grammatical and spelling errors. So I want to download this. So Grammarly sometimes does take a few moments to load, so you just have to wait for this little loading symbol to stop in the bottom to know that all of their recommendations have come up. So once you see an underlined word, you simply need to click on it. And then, as I mentioned in the presentation, you can either click on the word that you want to replace it with, or you can also add it to your own personal dictionary. Say if it's a name or something to do with maybe your culture and it's not coming up as a word that Grammarly thinks is correct, then you can always add it to your dictionary just so that it's not bothering you anymore to fix it because you know it's correct. So I would simply click want because I know that that's actually the correct spelling and I want it to be replaced. Then it's fixed and I can move on to the next word. So if I saw this word and I knew that I wanted to spell it like this or it was actually correct, and I could always click dismiss, which will just make it go away completely, which is usually more useful for when you have like a grammatical error where it wants you to maybe add a comma or an article before a word and you know that you don't want to add that. It's good to click dismiss, but you can really click dismiss whenever you want to make the recommendation go away. And then the final recommendation is to change it to this. So I click on it and it fixes it. So just to reiterate the fact that you know it'll be working when you see this green icon in the bottom corner. And you can also open your Grammarly account by going to click on that. And then there's also an option to turn it on or off, which is this on button here. So if you click on it, then you can either disable until next visit or disable forever. So disabling forever, it'll turn it off forever, but you can always go back and change it. So it's not really forever, it's just a new setting that you want. Say if you don't want it to go on your Google Docs anymore, which is completely fine. There's some things that you don't want it to be on, then you can just say disable on this site, which is also really good. And then you can also access specifications from the top toolbar. Here you can find the Grammarly icon. When you click on it, you can see the specifications for the specific site that you're on. So I'm on Google Docs right now, so it's saying for Google Docs, I have it turned on. If I wanted to turn it off, I would just have to click that, and then it would turn off, reload, and it would stop working on my Google Docs. And then if you wanted to turn it back on, you would simply just have to click turn it on. And it'll just reload each time to show you that it's turned off or on. And then some other specifications are show definitions and synonyms via double clicks. So that's just a personal thing if you want that to be turned on. Then there's correct spelling automatically, and then show phrasal predictions. And as well, you can choose what you want to write in. So I want to write in Canadian English, and there's also a few different options. And then there's also the option to go to premium if you want to update to premium. So a good thing about Grammarly is that it's very easy to update your account, because obviously it wants you to update it because it wants you to pay for it. But if it's something that you feel that you need, then you can always find the upgrade to premium button somewhere in your account or on the screen that you're on.